Hi everyone. Instead of including this in the course orientation video, I wanted to record a separate video regarding your final projects for the class so that it's a quick, easy reference for you to get to should you have any questions about your final projects. So where I actually want to start is go into content and go into the syllabus because it does have some overview information regarding your project. So we'll just go in. The first thing I want to point out is the week of January 30th, we're not actually going to physically have class, so there's not going to be any lecture or anything. This is going to be a project work day, and your project topics are going to be due to the appropriate Dropbox by February 5th at 11:59 p.m. Now, one thing I do want to go over while we're in the syllabus is the description of the project. So what you're going to be doing, each individual student is going to identify a appropriate project topic, and what I mean by that is picking a current issue that deals with healthcare accounting and finance or has some aspect dealing with healthcare accounting and finance. Now you don't have to pick one particular thing over another or take it in one direction versus another, as long as your project topic has something to do or is related in some way to healthcare accounting and finance. Now these project topics will be on a first come first served basis, so please make sure to get your topic in early so that you can write on the topic that you want to, because no two students will be allowed to write on the same topic. Again, recall the deadline for topic submission is February 5th by 11:59 p.m. into the appropriate Dropbox. Now, if you do turn in your project topic after February 5th at 11:59, you will have a 5-point deduction overall from your paper. I grade on a 100-point scale for the paper, and this is 25% of your final grade. So I would hate to take off 5 points because of failure to submit the project topic. So please make sure your project topic, again, is in the Dropbox before February 5th at 11:59 p.m. Now what we'll do is go back to the content module and go under final project. I have 3 documents listed here that'll hopefully help you out when you're writing your final paper, and the first one is your project breakout. I've got some additional information that builds on what's presented in the syllabus for you to go over, and hopefully this will help in structuring your paper overall. So again, choosing your project topic, as long as it's related to healthcare accounting and finance, and they will be on a first come first served basis, so please make sure to have them in the appropriate Dropbox by February 5th. The paper, if done correctly, should take a couple weeks to do. So please make sure you start early and don't wait till the due date of the paper to start working on it. Now the research paper, just a little bit more into what we've already talked about. The topic is going to be one of the students' choice, and again, as long as the topic of the paper is related to healthcare accounting and finance, then we should have no problem approving your topic project. Now looking into some more minutiae and details of the paper, no less than 85% of the content is going to be written in your own words. And what I mean by that, I will be turning these papers into a service called turnitin.com. It will go through and check source citations, how much of the paper is in your own words. If you're unfamiliar with turnitin.com, please feel free to send me an email and we can go over it and talk about it. But you will be able to receive your turnitin.com feedback report. So you could submit your paper early to the Dropbox in a draft form to kind of see where you stand on the turnitin.com score. But whatever is in the Dropbox at 11:59 p.m. on the due date is the final project that I will be grading. So you can submit it as many times as you want to kind of check that project content in your paper to make sure you're with this 85%. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to call or email me or stop by. Again, as I showed you in the course orientation video, you will have a rubric that you can go off of that I will be going off of to grade this paper. So please make sure to refer to the rubric when you are sitting down to start writing your paper to make sure you're in compliance with the requirements of the paper. Now, presentation guidelines. Here's what I'm going to be looking at in terms of content. The format needs to be 5 to 7 pages, and this is not including a cover page. index or table of contents, your figures, appendices, references. I'm looking for 5 to 7 actual pages of content. And please know that half a page does not count, so if you get 4.5 pages, that will not meet the minimum requirement. Consistency, absence of typos, referencing. You should have at least 4 peer-reviewed references from refereed sources. So please do not use Wikipedia, anything that's .blog. Please make sure to use peer-reviewed and refereed sources. Looking into, let's see, again, minimum of 5 pages, maximum of 7, and that is 5 to 7 pages of actual content, not including cover page, executive summary, appendices, all those different components. Charts and graphs are welcome, but they need to be included in the appendix and not counted in the text of the pages. You need to have a 1-page executive summary. Spelling, grammar, punctuation, things like that will be reviewed. So it would be my suggestion that you probably need to go through about 4 to 5 drafts of your paper before you submit your final summary, just to make sure that you've crossed all your T's, dotted all your I's. You may want to have an outside an outside person kind of read over or glance over your paper. They may pick up on something that you have missed, but make sure that you have all the spelling, grammar, punctuation, everything correct. It should be typed, double-spaced, 12 point Times New Roman for the font. And again, I can't overemphasize proofread, proofread, proofread. And you should go through several drafts. When you do cite your references, please make sure I have some way to get access to them. So if you have an internet reference, make sure when you cite your references appropriately that your link is included, or if you have a text reference, make sure that you have all the information. So if I were to go to the library or another another library either here on campus, or if I were to go out to a bookstore or something, that I would be able to find that text and reference the appropriate page number or paragraph that you're referencing throughout your paper. So please make sure I have access to your references. And we'll go back to final project, and this is one thing that came out of my evaluations for other courses, and I thought I would include it here, is a lot of students were asking for examples of what past students had done, just to kind of conceptualize and get an idea of how they want to frame up their paper. So I've included two past student research papers that have been written for this class, and they're both different in how they've decided to set up their paper. Both of these were top performer papers, which is why I wanted to share them as an example. But I have these out here. You're free to look at them as a reference. Now, because I am providing them as a reference, you cannot write on the same topic as these examples. So please make sure that you're being very cognizant of that. But I have made these references available, or these examples available to you, so that you can go through and have it help you conceptualize what you're going to be writing about. If there's any other questions regarding your projects, I know that was kind of short and sweet, but if there's any other questions regarding your projects, please feel free to email or call me anytime. I don't care at all to help you out or to clear up any confusion you may have. So I look forward to seeing what topics you guys are going to be writing on. And again, remember, those are due by February 5th. And then your overall paper is due towards the end of the semester, and that due date is written out on your course syllabus. So I look forward to your projects, and as always, if you have any questions, please just let me know. Thank you.